Cameron and Carson here. Welcome to the real world. We are here for our update.
Diary
Diary, our watch list
for April.
From April.
Yep.
April just ended. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is wild. I'll tell you what. Last month I watched maybe 7 movies.
That's it.
And this month I watched a lot more.
Oh, okay. So in April you watched a lot.
In April I watched a lot more. I've got a lot more to talk about this time.
Great.
And a lot of rewatches. A lot of these movies I watched and rewatched and rewatched.
Right.
Okay. They're just that good.
Did you start on the first?
The third was the first time.
Okay, I watched something on the second.
Okay.
To prep for our Jack Black podcast, which is on the channel right now.
Okay.
Check it out. Me and Bert covered our favorite Jack Black movies because Minecraft, of course, is out.
Yep.
So on the second, I watched Nacho
Libre.
Nacho Libre.
A classic Jared Hess picture.
Absolutely. It's one of his best. It might be his best.
Nacho Libre is a genuinely great movie.
It's great.
It gets a bad rep because its sense of humor is very juvenile.
Yes.
We talked a little bit about Jared Hess's filmography and how
Napoleon is for teens.
His movies kind of mature a little over time.
Right.
Although Napoleon's a little out of whack, but Nacho's for kids. It's a movie for middle school kids.
Absolutely.
That think it's hilarious, like I did when I was a kid.
Fart jokes, it's got all of it.
And,
it's got not the wrestling.
Fart jokes, fat jokes,
the physical comedy.
Comedy, yeah.
A lot of that. It's brilliant. And I watched it in black and white. I'm still doing this experiment where I'm watching movies I've seen in black and white. If it's a new movie, I don't watch in black and white. But
very cool.
Anything I've seen before, I'm trying to watch in black and white. And Nacho looked amazing in black and white. Yeah.
It's got kind of it's got a very indie, almost Wes Anderson-ish, independent visual style.
Yeah, it works so well in black and white. It's one of my favorite ones I've watched in black and white.
I'll tell you, Jared Hess's directorial style is very distinct.
Yes, it is.
And I think that comes through in the movie that I watched on the third. Which is a Minecraft movie.
Of course, we saw this together.
A Minecraft movie really retained a lot of his style.
Sure, absolutely.
A lot more than I was expecting. I'm thinking this is a big blockbuster movie. He's a hired gun.
A lot of CGI. It's like.
But no, I was shocked by how much practical stuff was in there. The shots were just real, and the performances were perfect.
Oh, they were
good. Exactly the amount of energy you need for a movie like this.
It's a ridiculous comedy.
Totally ridiculous.
If you're looking for a ridiculous comedy, go see Minecraft.
Yeah.
Everyone, I think, has already seen it. It's made a lot of money.
Right.
It's very popular. Yeah. For a lot of reasons. But, that was a fun one.
Let me tell you. We had a great theatrical experience.
We did.
It wasn't insane. Yeah. There's no popcorn being thrown.
Yeah, that whole trend hadn't started yet. We saw the opening night.
Right, opening night. There were some great cheers, though. There were some good, genuinely, we're excited. Don't be watching this. And it's I love Minecraft and I love Jack Black, and it just worked really well. Jared Hess, I think, was a perfect choice for the story.
Absolutely. Creative, fun, really enjoyable.
So, did you watch anything on the fourth?
Well, on the third, later that night,
okay.
I continued my black and white rewatch.
All right.
I was in the comedy mood. We had just watched Minecraft, so I put on Top Secret.
Ooh, great Val
Kilmer because Val had just passed away.
Yep.
And so he was on my mind, and so I went back to his first film.
His first movie.
His debut.
And one of his best.
I agree.
I love Top Secret.
His performance is so good.
He was such a great leading man.
I agree completely.
Yeah.
From the get-go. It's amazing that this is his first movie.
Yeah.
And he's the lead in this really outrageous comedy. Yeah. The tone of this is so specific. They're making fun of World War II spy movie and Elvis films.
Yeah.
What a weird combo, but it totally works.
It does. It does work. It's great. It's a fascinating movie. Very funny.
Great in black and white, too. It fits the aesthetic.
Definitely a joke every 5 seconds kind of movie where you don't catch all of it the first time.
You gotta watch it multiple times because a lot of them are visual gags in the background and stuff like that.
On the fourth, I watched 12 Monkeys, which I had never seen before.
Yes.
This was
Monkeys.
Phenomenal.
Oh, man. This is
as soon as it ended, I watched it again.
Did you really?
It was over, and I'm playing it again.
It's a great one.
What I did was, as soon as I finished it, I turned the color off on TV.
You did the black and white.
And I put the commentary on because I really wanted to hear what the director had to say about
it. Terry
Gilliam's a genius.
Brazil.
I love Brazil. Time Bandits.
Great ones.
We'll talk about Time Bandits later, but
12
Monkeys was fantastic. Brad Pitt, maybe his best performance ever.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Incredible performances all around for everybody.
Oh yeah, Bruce Willis.
Oh my gosh, he does something so different and so vulnerable. I totally dug it, and as far as like, if you're interested in any kind of like
time travel,
mind-bending, psychological thriller, this was it,
big time.
And I was all over it. I love the visual of all of it.
Very specific.
It's
very Gilliam.
It's a very Terry Gilliam way of doing things.
Right.
That I love. I loved it. I gave this movie 5 stars.
Yeah, it's way up there for me too.
I loved it.
It's definitely a great one.
Also on the 4th, did you watch anything on the 4th?
No.
So, 12 Monkeys I think was later in the night. Earlier in the morning I watched Tron Legacy again.
Okay.
Because the Tron Ares trailer just dropped.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I love Tron. So I rewatched Tron Legacy, and
it's been 15 years in the waiting.
It's an all-time movie. Tron Legacy,
really?
It is an all-time classic.
Wow.
It never gets old. I mean, I watch it and I'm just in it. Yeah. And I can't look away from it.
It's so beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
And the Daft Punk score is
when it goes to IMAX and you get into the grid.
Yeah, that Blu-ray.
Oh my gosh. It's one of those movies that you put in to test your Blu-ray player on your new TV. Tron Legacy is phenomenal.
It is. I agree. It's super underrated film. Yeah. Joseph Kosinski, who went on to do Maverick, and now he's doing F1.
He continues to make great films.
He does. He's brilliant. Oblivion, one of my favorites.
That's one of Dad's favorites.
All right, let's jump to the 5th. I watched 2 movies in black and white for the first time. 2 favorites. These are 2 5-star films for me. I adore both of these movies. The first one is Disney's...
Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
Atlantis.
Speaking of Atlantis, I almost drowned just from having a sip of water.
Atlantis is so much fun.
Yeah.
It's, that harkens back to that kind of Vernian stuff that I love. Grew up reading the Jules Verne novels.
I need to rewatch it because it's been a long time, but I love that. I love that era of Disney.
Yeah, experimental, early
We're
2000s.
Transitioning into 3D. We don't know
quite
3D,
what we're doing.
It's
all still 2D.
Yeah.
Brilliant movie. So much fun to watch. Great film. Looked good in black and white.
Yep.
Then I watched one of my all-time favorite movies, John Carpenter's Escape from New York.
Ooh, that must have looked great in black and white.
Excellent in black and white.
Yeah.
I remember the old Blu-ray cover before I got this new 4K. The cover was black and white.
Oh, okay.
It was him standing with the Statue of Liberty.
Right. Very cool.
So yeah, it looked great in black and white. Awesome. It's very noir, heavy shadows, very dark, dimly lit film, but it looks so good in black and white. So glad I watched it that way.
That's very cool.
On
the
6th? On the 6th.
You have anything on the 6th?
No, yeah, I've got a few on the 6th.
Well, on the 6th, I just watched one on the 6th.
Okay.
I went over to my girlfriend's house and we watched The Accountant.
Oh, you'd never seen that?
I had never seen The Accountant.
Yeah.
I had heard about it. I didn't realize it came out in 2016, though. I thought it was a 90s movie. Because it sounds like a 90s movie.
Yeah. The premise is very 90s.
It's a very
90s action.
It's interesting because we talked about Ben Affleck. He did a movie called, what was it? Terminal? Turbulence? What was it?
What is this?
The movie? No, it was a Robert Rodriguez film.
Oh, Hypnotic.
Hypnotic, yes.
That's an underrated movie.
It's another one of those movies that sounds like it should be a 90s movie.
Yes.
Hypnotic was great, but The Accountant, was really interesting. I can't say that I necessarily loved it, but I like the concept and I like the big swings that they went for.
Right. J.K. Simmons in there, you can't go wrong with him.
Yeah,
John
for
Bernthal.
Sure. John Bernthal, that's right.
Yeah, Daredevil, Punisher,
Daredevil, Punisher, and Batman vs. Punisher.
That's right.
Just 2 awesome team ups.
Yeah, the second one's out now. I haven't seen it.
Oh, is it out? Really?
Yeah, it's out. It came out.
Okay. I don't know how interested I am in a sequel to that because it's a very, this is the story.
Right.
The end.
Right.
But, we'll see.
You never know. All right, on the 6th, I watched, in black and white, Robin Hood.
Ooh, okay. Disney's Robin Hood, yeah.
The animated film, which is, I think, still my favorite Robin Hood. Still like the Errol Flynn one. I even like the Russell Crowe one a lot.
How was it going into an older animated movie, taking the color
I liked it better, I think, than some of the more modern ones. Last month I watched Hunchback. I kind of missed the color with that.
Sure.
This one I didn't miss it as much.
Okay.
With animation I miss it more. I think I missed it less with Atlantis.
Okay.
But this worked. It worked really well.
Yeah, I would think that the older movies would work a little bit better just because they're a lot more tactile and
simpler.
The colors are a little flatter. They're a little more muted naturally.
Right. But
I would love.
looked
Have you
really
seen
well.
101 Dalmatians in black and white?
No, that's on
That
the
would be
list.
a good one. That one would actually look great.
That would look great too. On the 6th, I also watched a film called Come and See, which you've seen.
I have.
And you
I
kind
have
of
came
you
and
kind
I
of
have seen.
prepared me for it.
Yeah. What did you think of that? I know that we haven't talked about this at all.
Yeah, we have.
You watched
it. This is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is a truly great film. Everyone should watch. Much in the same vein as Schindler's List.
Mm-hmm.
Hard movie to watch.
Yeah.
I find it much more watchable
Yeah.
than Schindler's List.
It's kind of the opposite of Schindler's List.
In some ways.
In some
Yeah,
ways.
I know what you mean. Yeah, in some
Where
ways.
Schindler's List is really like you're looking top down.
Right.
This is looking from the bottom up
Yeah, exactly.
at everything.
The cinematography, and I borrowed this from Ben. Shout out to Ben. Thanks for letting me borrow your Criterion Blu-ray.
Thanks for the miserable night, Ben.
Right. No, but he recommended I watch it in black and white. He knew I was doing this black and white thing.
Okay.
He's like, turn the color off on that one. It'll work really well.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious to watch it in color.
Yeah.
I watched some behind-the-scenes stuff on it in color, and I was like, oh, wow, that's really different.
Yeah, for sure.
In color.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, but I think it is a great movie. I think it's beautifully shot.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. The lead performance too, 1 in a million. I mean, it's like one in a lifetime.
Yeah, it's one of those movies
so
where you just really forget you're watching a movie at all.
Yes.
You really just sink right into it.
It's totally enthralling. Every
Yeah.
second of it's long. Didn't feel long. I was in it the whole way.
Yeah.
Visceral, intense, but just
So
really
what
well
did you
made.
follow that up with?
Had to get something a little bit lighter. And of course, Val was still in my mind. There was one film I hadn't seen.
So Batman
from-
Forever, baby.
Batman Forever. That would have been too far, I think. That would have been
In full
Whiplash,
color, yeah.
No, I went with a movie called The Saint,
Oh, okay.
which I hadn't seen.
Interesting.
I liked it. I didn't love it. I don't think it's. He's great. I mean, he's always great, right?
Of course.
Val Kilmer. And this is one of those where I get why he did it because it's like he gets to put on all these disguises.
Sure.
He's one of these kind of guys who like
Right.
sinks into any environment he's in, and you can't see it's him. And
Right.
so he gets to wear all these different makeup and wigs and to put on different accents. So it was great for him.
Yeah.
It's worth watching just for him. The movie as a whole, pretty cliche,
Okay.
pretty predictable, but it was fine. It was entertaining. Going on to the 7th. Do you have anything on the 7th?
On the 7th, I watched 2 movies.
Okay, go for it.
On the 7th, I watched Spider-Man: Homecoming. For whatever reason, I was in a big Spider-Man mood,
Okay.
and I was tired of rewatching those Raimi movies. I've seen them 1,000 times, and I really wanted to reevaluate
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's Spider-Man because I think Brand New Day had just been announced. or
Yeah,
something.
right. The title. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I mean, I really want to give this kid a shot. I remember really liking Homecoming, so I rewatched Homecoming, and it's fantastic.
Wow.
I loved Homecoming.
Wow.
Homecoming
Okay.
is so much fun.
Okay.
And it really captures that happy-go-lucky G. Willikers
Teenage Spider-Man.
teenage Spider-Man from the 60s.
Okay.
But it modernizes
modern
it.
context. Yeah.
It's really interesting. It's a fascinating, looking at this and then going back and reading some of the original comics. It's really interesting the way that they adapted that.
Yeah.
It really feels drawn from that,
Right.
retold for a modern audience.
Right.
Vulture is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains ever because
Oh
of
yeah,
this
Michael
movie.
Keaton knocked it out of the park.
I mean,
Yeah.
incredible.
Brilliant.
Incredible. One of the best MCU villains in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right after Homecoming, later in the night, I watched Far From Home
Oh.
because I was dreading watching this because I remember hating it,
Yeah.
but I was wrong.
Okay.
I was wrong.
He's changed his tune, folks.
This is
You heard it here first.
This is another 4-star movie.
Wow.
It's just as good as
Really?
Homecoming.
Man,
Um,
this is shocking.
I was shocked.
Breaking news.
I was shocked rewatching it because Quentin Beck is the perfect Mysterio. I mean, he is just like a perfect modernization of that character in the same way that Vulture was.
Yeah, Gyllenhaal. I mean, he's a
Gyllenhaal
great
did-
actor.
it's a great performance there.
He's good.
And yeah, Far From Home, I think I understood it better. I think I understood what it was trying to do.
Sometimes when you get some distance, that helps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that
This is why we rewatch movies.
I
folks.
was too bogged down in what I wanted the movie to be, and then it wasn't what I wanted.
Yep, that happens a lot.
Whereas now that I understand what it is, and that
Yeah.
I just want to hang out with Ned, MJ, and Peter, I loved it. I loved it a lot more.
Right.
Very, very good. Genuinely, I think it's a great movie.
Awesome. On the 7th, I watched Willow.
Ooh, okay.
Had to
A
do a
classic.
rewatch of
We love Willow.
Again, Val. You know,
Yep, of course.
I'm watching all the Val movies.
One of my favorite Val roles, actually. Mad
Oh, it's
Mardigan.
my favorite, for sure.
He's so good.
It's Mad Mardigan is my favorite character he's ever played. He's such a great character. He's the perfect anti-hero.
Right. He's like the Aragorn meets Han Solo a little bit.
Yes.
He's kind of the
roguish
swordsman.
Yep. And he plays so well off Warwick.
For sure.
You know, Warwick is just brilliant in that movie.
Yeah. I think about Willow often.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies that's I always kind of quote in my head.
Ron Howard. I mean, it's so great.
Yeah.
The brownies are hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Great villains. It's just a fun movie.
Willow's excellent.
Had to watch that. On the 8th, did you watch anything on the 8th?
Nothing on the 8th.
Okay. On the 8th, I watched another Jack Black film I hadn't seen.
Did you finally watch Be Kind Rewind?
No, I didn't get to, unfortunately. I really want to. Bernie.
How was Bernie?
Bernie
I've heard
is
of Bernie.
actually really good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's well worth watching. It's one of those difficult movies tonally, because it's a true story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a dark comedy.
Okay.
So it's very fun and kind of silly.
Would you compare it to like The Disaster Artist? Something like that?
Kind of.
A little bit?
It's darker, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this guy's a criminal. This guy's behind bars still to this day.
Yeah.
He did something pretty atrocious.
Oh my god.
Again, I didn't really know what he did.
Yeah, I had no idea.
You know,
I don't know the story at all.
So, watching it, I'm kind of suspecting, is this what he did? What did he do?
Does that help?
A few different
Does it help
things.
not knowing what it is? Going into the movie?
Oh yeah, definitely. Don't look up anything about it. You know who directed it is Richard Linklater, who did School of Rock.
Yeah.
So it's their re-team after School of Rock.
Very cool.
Such a different character for Jack Black.
Mm-hmm.
Such a different character. I think it's one of only 2 times he's played a real person.
Yeah.
This
and Steve from Minecraft.
Exactly. So well worth watching. I gave it 3.5 stars. I wasn't quite at 4.
Okay.
But it's tonally difficult to pull those kind of movies off.
I'm curious.
They did a good job.
Curious to see
you should
Jack
watch
Black do something new.
All right, what'd you do?
Was that all on the 8th?
Yeah, that was all on the 8th. What about
on the 9th? I watched No Way Home.
Oh, okay.
This was the one I knew I would hate.
Right.
Because it's No Way Home. It's
awkward.
We talk about how awkward it is and how it's pausing for applause at certain moments, and it's reusing footage from other movies, and what a mess. But I gave it 4 stars.
Wow.
Because rewatching it, I understood something that I missed the first time, and it was these moments are new for Peter. They're old for us. They are recycled to us, and they're recycled to Andrew and Toby, who are also in the movie.
Sure.
But it's all new for Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Right.
So seeing him go through it in this way is very fitting, because it, in a way, it modernizes the retelling of his origin as we understand it.
You know what I'm thinking right now as I'm listening to you say this? I wonder if this movie would be better if you've never seen Toby or Andrew's movies.
Well, going into it, watching all 3 of these movies as a trilogy, it works a lot better.
Right.
It works a lot better.
If you put that stuff out of your mind of the old Spider-Man movies and just focus on what Tom Holland's Peter Parker has gone through, it would work a lot better.
It is his story, through and through.
Right.
And that's true for Far From Home as well. Watching that without seeing Endgame, in my opinion, makes the movie better. Because Tony's just gone.
No Infinity War, no Endgame.
He's just void from the movie, and you feel that because he's present in Homecoming. But No Way Home did the same thing. And look, there are moments in No Way Home that I think are amazing, and they stood out as very powerful. After the loss of Aunt May, we get that incredible shot in the rain, and the whole final action sequence with all 3 Spider-Men is just, it's pure joy. It's just pure bliss to see these people go through their arcs together. And to see this Peter kind of be mentored and kind of then pass the baton to him. It works in a meta-contextual way, and in the context of the story. And it has probably my favorite ending to any of these movies. It's like by the time that movie's over, I really feel like this character and the world he inhabits has changed. And things will always be different after this.
Brand New Day. That's
It's
why
great.
it's called Brand New Day, the new one.
I loved it. I was shocked how much
Great.
I enjoyed it.
I'm glad. I'm glad you have found a new appreciation for movies. Again, that's like I said. That's why we rewatch movies, folks.
Yeah.
You can come away with a different perspective.
Definitely.
After some time has passed.
And after watching this trilogy, I think Tom Holland's my new Spider-Man.
Wow.
He's my favorite.
Wow.
He's my favorite.
High praise. All right, on the 9th, I watched a movie we don't even need to discuss. It's called The D Train. Don't watch it. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
Gave it 1 star. Jack Black movie, that's why I watched it. James Marsden's in it too. Is my favorite from X-Men. Cyclops.
Wow. The D
Awful
Train,
film.
huh?
Yeah, don't even mention the title again. Don't avoid it at all costs. I'm kind of embarrassed I watched it.
I had a couple like that.
All right, let's jump to 10th. Did you watch
Nothing on the 10th. I did watch something on the 11th.
That's when I watched School of Rock.
Oh, great.
I had to get the bad taste out of my mouth.
Yep. You had to take a day.
So,
the rest of the day is just
School of Rock holds up so well.
Okay.
In black and white, might be even better.
Interesting.
It is so cool looking in black and white.
We've seen this movie 1,000
shots.
times.
Yeah.
We quote it almost every day.
It gave it a new. It felt like a new movie. You know, it's like that's what I like about doing this black and white thing. It's like you see it, but it's like a new movie because it's totally different.
Your eyes are drawn to new things.
Great film,
Very cool.
very well made, brilliant movie. My favorite of Jack Black's.
Yeah.
On the 11th, did you watch anything?
On the 11th, I watched Deja Vu.
Oh yeah,
because I was looking for
another time
a
travel
filmer
film.
and a time travel too, but it was terrific. It was terrific.
So well.
Deja Vu is interesting because there's nothing to say about it.
Not much. It's just like a solid.
You watch it and you're like, yeah,
right.
and it's over.
It's a good movie.
Like, great,
solid,
movie.
all across the board.
Nothing even to comment about. Literally, like I think every shot, every like action, it's. I won't even necessarily call it like a perfect movie. It's just super solid.
Super solid.
It is just
super
a great
well
movie.
Made. Very enjoyable. Very entertaining.
It doesn't go like above and beyond the Call of Duty. It doesn't ever go under the bar.
It is unique though, in that it is a time travel film.
Sure.
It really doesn't have anything to do with time travel. Like it's almost like inconsequential.
Right.
Almost. Like it's kind of essential.
I gotta say that there's one moment where he's driving with a goofy goggle headset on. And I'm like, this is silly. and then he throws it off immediately.
Right, exactly.
Right,
yeah, I love that. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Deja Vu was really good. Obviously, Denzel is a classic.
Yeah, for sure. Envy is the movie I watched on the 11th.
Okay.
Another Jack Black film. Made my top 5 for the podcast.
Very cool.
It's him and Ben Stiller. Great comedy.
Interesting.
Solid film. Really well worth watching.
Okay.
Came out in 2004. Also on the 11th, I watched The Secret of Kells.
Great one.
Oh man,
I was on the fence about watching that one because I think we're getting into Holy Week a little bit.
Exactly, we're getting close.
Yeah.
We're getting very close. That's why I wanted to turn that on.
Yeah.
The kiddos hadn't seen it. They were entranced.
Great.
It's such a unique looking film.
It is.
It's just brilliant.
Cartoon Saloon.
Yeah.
They've never disappointed.
Man, they're great. All 3 of their films are brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 4 now. My Father's Dragon they put out a couple years back.
My Father's Dragon
really
and the Star Wars Visions episode.
Of course,
well.
Absolutely. Also on the 11th, this was my last day to watch a Jack Black movie. I had to put on King Kong. 2005.
I love 2005's King Kong.
Peter Jackson directed.
Mm-hmm.
The 33 version is his favorite, so he just wanted to kind of remake that, but do it on a grand scale.
Yep.
And he did a brilliant job.
Well, he basically did what King Kong did in its day.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm going to make a special effects.
Push the envelope.
Spectacular, and it's going to be, it's going to be a globe-trotting adventure.
So true.
Yeah, I mean, that movie, for visual effects, changed a lot of stuff. And major mocap strides.
Andy Serkis before Caesar. There was Kong.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And
I watched this black and white, of course.
Oh, great.
Which, again, gave it that classic feel. The original's black and white. It made it feel more like that.
I like Jack Black's character in that movie. He's very sleazy.
Very unique character for him, right?
Really cool.
Yeah. On the 12th.
On the 12th, I watched Time Bandits, which we mentioned earlier. Just because I was in a big Gilliam mood. I just love him. I just love his movies.
Yeah.
Time Bandits is one of my favorites of his. One of my favorites ever.
Yep.
I just love Time Bandits. I didn't realize how much I loved it because I'd seen it years ago, but watching it again, I was just like, this is so funny.
It's so funny.
It is so funny and witty and dry.
So much fun.
And it's just great whimsical adventure.
Yeah.
And it's all about a kid who loves history books.
Exactly.
A kid who loves history books.
To go on a historical adventure.
And a world that hates everything creative and fun.
We've got the map.
We've got the map.
We've got it.
The MacGuffin of the film.
Yeah.
I loved it. It is just so full of joy and energy.
Yeah.
And I love the Time Bandits themselves. They are the worst guys.
Yes, they are.
They're the worst people to hang out with. But it's so fun. It is such a ball of fun.
It's a great time. On the 12th, I watched three movies.
Okay.
Started with Cattle Drive. This is one of the new westerns I got for my birthday. Wow, what a fun movie. Really well made. Absolutely great. Highly recommend it.
Very cool.
Holy Week kicked it off with The Prince of Egypt.
Yep.
DreamWorks' greatest achievement still to this day. And Superman Doomsday, which I watched in black and white for the first time.
Okay,
really good. Really good. I really like that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Great animated film that kicked off the whole DC animated line. On the 13th, you got anything
Although
there?
not canon to the DCAU.
True. 13th, got anything there?
On the 13th, I watched Prince of Egypt as well.
Oh, nice.
Love it.
Yep.
Fantastic. I think I watched it twice.
Nice.
I watched it, and then again it was commentary.
Nice.
Back to back.
Right.
What a perfect film.
Absolutely. 13th, I continued Holy Week with a movie about the king. You know, we were doing Jesus theme. Jesus is a king.
Okay.
So we watched King Arthur, Legend of the Sword.
Very cool. Very cool.
Black and white, which was really interesting. Liked it a lot. I think that's a solid movie. On the 14th, you got anything there?
No, nothing until the 18th for me.
Okay, so 14th, I watched Pale Rider. All right, that's got the preacher theme. It's got the kind of, he comes on a pale horse, that whole passage from Revelation.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Really, that honestly, it shot to the top of my Clint Eastwood list.
Great.
It is, I think, his best movie. It's up there with Unforgiven. It's right
awesome.
up there.
I want to rewatch it. I think I've only seen it one time.
So well done. The 15th, a Bible movie, all about the Bible.
Book of Eli?
It's called The Book of Eli.
Book of Eli.
Now this I liked even more. I've always liked this movie.
Yeah.
But this time I was like, again, watched it in black and white. It just, certain things stood out more, like the stark contrast, the textures, that whole world, that dystopian world. Gary Oldman's in it. He's great. Mm-hmm. Denzel, of course, is brilliant.
Excellent.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Then I jumped to a movie about the Chosen One. That would be The Matrix.
Oh, okay. Great.
This in black and white.
Hey, there's nothing that brings the family together for Easter like hardcore action.
Absolutely.
Kung Fu.
I agree completely. I know Kung Fu. Black and white was really cool here.
Yeah.
Really cool.
I bet.
It worked so well.
It's interesting because that movie, it has a lot to do with its color palette. It's very green and it's very, kind of orangey.
Right. But it worked really well without the color. Then I had to go to a movie about the Last Supper. Indiana Jones and the
Last Crusade. Oh, great.
Got the Holy Grail.
Awesome.
Right?
Awesome.
So,
very cool.
Man, that's such a great, that's, my favorite film.
Yeah, Last Crusade is excellent.
The 18th. You said you had something
on the 18th, I watched The Force Awakens.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
Okay.
I just like...
Hey, it's just a great movie to turn on anytime.
I watched it and I just sat back and just
enjoyed it.
Took it in.
Yeah.
And I just said to myself, this is the greatest movie ever.
It's one of your favorites of all time.
It is my favorite Star Wars movie. It's one of my 4 favorite movies ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
High praise.
Yeah.
JJ, I mean, he knocked it out of the park with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. There's not a moment I don't love.
Yeah.
Every line.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about it the other day. It came out in 2015.
Mm-hmm. 10 years ago.
I was like the perfect age to see it.
Yes.
I was like
13, 12, yeah.
Star Wars is for 12-year-olds. I was 12. I saw Star Wars in the theater.
Perfect.
It was perfect.
It's funny because I was 13 when Episode 3 came out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's just... I just love it.
Yeah.
I just love it to death. And it's totally biased. It's totally just pure...
Sure.
My experience with it and these characters I love.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
On the 18th, I watched a new one called Battle Hymn.
Okay.
This is a one that's well worth watching. Okay. True story.
Yep.
Korean War veteran.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Great movie. Rock Hudson plays the lead role. Came out back in the 50s.
Yeah.
Shortly after the Korean War. And really well made. Interesting biopic. Very well done. Highly recommend that one if you can find it.
Yeah.
I got the Blu-ray. So, continued Holy Week with Zack Snyder's Messianic films.
That's right.
About Superman.
His great trilogy.
Man of Steel.
That is a great kind of Easter weekend trilogy to watch.
It's the best.
Because it really tells that story very clearly.
Best. It's the birth.
Yep.
Sent from the heavens to the earth. Save mankind. Mm-hmm.
Dies for the people who hate him.
Rises again. Yeah, so I watched that whole trilogy over the course of the 18th 19th, 20th.
Very cool, very cool.
And,
I watched
man, it's great.
on the 19th a movie that's very similar thematically, The Iron Giant.
Yes.
My actual favorite movie of all time.
Yes.
And I just wept. I think I watched it the day after Good Friday.
Good day to watch.
And it was just like, this is just the greatest.
Yeah.
It's
so
just
good.
it sums up everything so perfectly. It's just phenomenal. I can't even describe my feelings about that movie.
We could do a whole podcast.
Yeah, it's just
and Snyder's trilogy. We could do a whole podcast on it. They're great films. The Snyder Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
I watched in 2 sittings, which I hadn't done before.
Okay.
So I watched.
It's split into 5 parts.
Yeah. So I watched the first 3.
Okay.
And then the last 2. So
interesting.
it was really cool to watch it that way. And I reviewed it, like, after each part ended, I kind of wrote a review of that part.
Yeah.
And so if you go on Letterboxd, you'll see that.
Very cool.
Link in the description.
I love it.
On the 20th, I watched Ben-Hur.
I as well. You came over and watched Ben-Hur with me.
We watched it together on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, Ben-Hur that's a classic. We watch it every year.
It's the best movie to watch on Resurrection Sunday because it's
all-encompassing.
Beautiful story.
Yeah, it's one of those historical epics that are just like I said, it's all-encompassing. It just takes the whole thing. It's historical fiction.
Right.
It's very reverent.
Yes.
We talk about reverence a lot when it comes to Christian movies and depictions of Christ.
Yes.
This is the only exception to the rule, in my opinion, of like
don't depict
Jesus on screen.
You can do it this way because they never show his face.
They never show his face, and
very well done.
His deeds are more important than his presence.
Yes. Never speaks either.
Never speaks.
So they don't, twist scripture.
Exactly.
Like some movies do. Looking at you, King of Kings.
Oh my gosh.
The Chosen.
Oh my gosh.
I'm calling them out, bro.
Be careful you call out. We're going to get in trouble.
Alright, let's jump over to the 21st. On that day, I watched Rogue One. A Star Wars story. So...
Because Andor is about to start up in season
exactly.
2.
It was the night before.
We're on now the second episode arc of season 2 of Andor.
Correct.
Which I'm loving so far.
It's good.
Dad, not as good as I had a great conversation with Dad about it.
The first arc was solid. He was like, the second arc wasn't as great.
It's too slow.
Yeah.
It needs more action.
I agree.
I'm like, Dad, the first 2 episodes was nothing but just like insane, like TIE fighter chases and crazy action.
Rogue One has long been my least favorite Star Wars film. Liked it in the theater. Yeah. I've disliked it more on every rewatch.
Was this any different?
Yeah, it is, because I did my fan edit of it.
Oh, that's right.
So
I forgot you told me about this.
There's too much fan service in the film. There's too much Vader. There's too much Tarkin. There's too much Princess Leia. Mm-hmm. Too much bumping into Ponda Baba. There's like a whole scene of like, we bumped into Ponda Baba and Dr. Evazim. Why? Why?
That stuff doesn't bother me.
It bothers me so much. I can't stand it. I just think it's terrible. There's bad choices. But on this rewatch, I deleted the scene with Krennic and Vader, which is completely unnecessary.
Now, is that just a pure, as soon as it starts, as soon as you see Mustafar, you see and skip?
Correct.
That's it.
That's it.
It cuts it off right there.
Yep, just cut it off.
Okay.
And you don't miss it at all.
Yeah. Well, it's a pointless scene.
It's a pointless scene. And also, I cut the Vader hallway scene, which everyone says is the greatest scene in
I thought you cut out the whole ending.
The whole ending, yeah. As soon as the planet blows up,
Jeddah or Scarif,
movie over. Fade to white.
Movie over. Fade to white.
Done.
It's just the
fade to white.
That's it.
Stop. Hit stop.
Eject.
Eject. The movie over. The story's over.
Yeah.
The story's complete.
I kind of agree. I mean, I think it's important to have a note of hope at the end.
There's a movie called A New Hope you should watch. After you watch Rogue One, you should watch that one. It's the original film that this is a prequel to.
Oh, really? Oh, I've never heard of it.
It's really good.
Oh, my gosh.
It's even better than Rogue One.
Great.
But I did give it 4 stars because my fan edit really helped. I really like the characters. I really like.
That's why I appreciate Rogue One. I think I actually last week I did something insane, which I'm lightly regretting, but also like trying to make a stance. I went back and gave every Star Wars film 5 stars. Because it's the only way I can illustrate to people that these movies are not on the same level of judgment compared to others.
I know what you mean. 100%.
I don't equate any of these movies to anything else because they're not really movies.
Yeah.
They're installments in this cinematic universe.
It's a family saga.
Yeah.
It's a generational saga.
I have trouble comparing them. I have trouble rating them.
I feel much the same way. I really do.
Even Solo, even Rogue One, even the shows, even the books. It all feels very cohesive and one singular thing.
Yeah.
I guess just because I've seen all of it.
Yeah. Your whole life.
My whole life. Yeah. I've just been raised in it.
Right, exactly.
It's just hard to even talk about like anything else.
I agree completely. Rogue One, I liked it a lot more on this rewatch. Up to 4 stars on it now.
Great.
Watching it in black and white as well, which again I think really helped.
Cool. Awesome.
Gave it much more of that war, like gritty war feel.
Yeah, definitely.
It feels different. It feels different from the other Star Wars
movies.
Cool. A little bit.
Cool.
So,
yeah, it is different.
I liked it. All right, 21st. You have anything there?
I don't have anything till the 23rd, which is a movie we're going to have to talk about. Oh,
you want me to go first?
Oh, go ahead.
I have something on the 23rd.
Go ahead.
Prey.
Ooh, you very much Prey. Okay.
That Badlands trailer, Predator Badlands is coming out, which we just saw on the big screen.
Okay, yes, we did.
Wow.
Yeah.
This movie looks awesome.
Hey, if they pull a Romulus, I'm all for it.
Right?
I'm all for it.
Well, to me, that's what Prey did. Prey pulled a Romulus. Prey brought it back for me.
Yeah.
I mean, Prey was like...
I guess you could say Romulus pulled a Prey.
Exactly. Prey's the blueprint.
Yeah.
Make it simple. Take it back to basics.
Keep it secret.
Character-driven story. Prey is awesome.
Yeah.
Prey is so good. It's so much intensity and great character stuff.
Yeah, it's the thing.
I watched it in black and white.
It's the thing that I think fans always want from a movie like that, but never really ask for.
Yeah. People just keep trying to go bigger, you know, and that's the tendency of Hollywood. Let's make it bigger, more predators, more action, more. It's like no. Let's just make it simple. 2 characters.
Yeah, we just watched Thunderbolts, and I think that rings true for Thunderbolts as well.
You're right.
Is it kind of has that same philosophy.
Yeah.
Instead of going bigger, let's go more intimate, and let's go more character focused.
Yes. So good.
So it's great when big franchises are able to do that.
Yeah, and black and white looked great in black and white. It really it helped the movie, I think, in some ways. I kind of missed the color in certain scenes, but I really liked it in black and white. It gave it more of that Western feel. You know, still go think of the 1700s, so it kind of worked really well for me.
On the 23rd, I watched Companion.
Oh, yeah.
This is the new Jack Quaid AI movie.
AI. It's about AI.
It's got some AI elements.
A24 making AI movies. Is this A24?
It's not AI generated. That's not what I'm saying.
No, I know. It's about
the story involves AI.
A robot.
Which isn't really a spoiler. It's on every poster.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't know that before, but it's too late.
Yeah.
Companion was really interesting.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies that I think we're going to look back on and be like, that's kind of dated. It's not really like that. You know?
Interesting.
But I think for the moment, it works. Yeah. And I think the story is really strong.
Would you compare it to anything? Is it like Her? Because I think of Her when I hear that.
I think that it's kind of the evolution of Her in some ways. It's basically, it's basically a cabin in the woods story.
So it's more horror thriller.
It's much more thriller. Yeah, it's AI thriller through and through.
Right.
But it has a lot of twists that work. That work for the better, for sure.
Interesting.
It's a solid movie. It's definitely worth watching.
Cool.
It goes in some interesting directions. Companion was pretty interesting.
All right,
Jack Quaid, I think, is great.
He's an
awesome
actor. I don't have anything.
He's Superman.
Yeah. My Adventures with Superman.
And he's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Huh?
Yeah, he voices Spider-Man in an animated thing.
Oh, cool.
He's one of only 3 actors to do that.
That's cool. That's really cool. I don't have anything till the 26th.
On the 24th, I watched Revenge of the Sith in theaters.
Oh, yeah. Your reaction is on the channel.
Yes.
This is our biggest video right now. Have you seen how many views this has?
I have no idea.
It has like almost 1,000 views. It's over 600, I know.
That's very cool.
It might be by the time I upload this, it might be over 1,000.
It was great. I love watching it.
It's got a lot of comments.
It was interesting because I watched it twice. My first viewing was
alone,
a little awkward.
On opening night.
I went by myself on a Thursday night.
Yeah. You said there were about 15 or 20
There were about 15 people in there. Yeah, my review says all of it, but I was in there and there was just a couple people quoting lines the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is just kind of awkward. A little uncomfortable. But my second viewing, I went with a group of friends, and it was on a weekend, and it was way better.
Yes.
Because we cheered for the Star Wars logo.
Yeah, right. There you go.
It brought me right back to Force Awakens.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was really fun. I like Revenge of the Sith a lot. I think it's a really fun movie.
Yeah, it's a great one. 26th, I watched Union Pacific.
Okay.
Great Western.
Very cool.
From the 30s. This is Cecil B. DeMille, the guy behind the Ten Commandments, one of our favorite old biblical epics.
Very cool.
Early in his career, but man, it's still got that big scale that he is known for. And it's a lot of it's on a train, you know. And Joel McCrea, great in this. Barbara Stanwyck, you know, who we love from Double Indemnity and other classic films. The Fury, she did a lot of great westerns herself.
Awesome.
And this is a really, really good. I gave it 4.5 stars. I really like that western.
That's high praise.
Tons of fun.
What was it called?
Union Pacific. It's all about the building of the Union Pacific Railroad.
Union Pacific.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's very good.
I'll have to check it out. It sounds
on
cool.
the same day, I watched a movie I hadn't watched. I got a while back from Kino Lorber on Blu-ray called Unconquered.
Okay.
This is another epic. Man, also Cecil B. DeMille. About 10 years later, 1947, he put this out. Gary Cooper's in it, one of my favorite actors. Gary Cooper. High Noon, you know, he did that. Old Western.
Yep.
And this is all early days America, 1700s.
Okay.
You know, the colonies. Expanding west. It's about this adventurer and this girl who's sold into slavery.
Interesting.
It's really just this
when
big
was
story
this made?
that unravels. 1947 it came out.
Huh.
Really good. Big scale film. Beautiful. Beautiful movie.
Sounds kind of like Horizon a little bit.
A little bit.
I mean, I guess different era, but...
A little bit of a different era. A little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But very well worth watching. Some great battle sequences. Some just great stuff in it there.
Very cool.
Highly recommend that one. 27th?
27th. I rewatched Attack of the Clones.
Oh, okay. You went backwards.
Yeah, I went backwards.
Okay,
I watched Attack of the Clones in black and white.
Did you?
And it was.
I haven't seen any of the prequels in black and white.
No, it was great. It was just like Josh Robert Thomas says.
Josh Robert Thompson.
Josh Robert Thompson.
Yeah.
It was just like an episode of Flash Gordon.
It
was very pulpy and silly looking. Camino looked great, and it was interesting.
Yeah, the rain. I'm sure the rain sequences look cool.
Yeah, for sure.
That's great.
Yeah, it was cool.
On the 27th, I continued the Cecil B. DeMille train, 3 in a row from him. I just got The Greatest Show on Earth for my birthday on Blu-ray.
Well, was it truly The Greatest Show on Earth?
100%. 100%. This is one of the greatest films ever made. This is again, the scale of it is just incredible.
Yeah.
It's the circuit. I mean, you get everything you get at a circus, you get here. But on the big screen, it's just so much different.
Yeah.
You know, on a filmed, you know, you can get in the close-up. You get it on the trapeze artist's face. You know, and like the story they tell is so compelling.
Yeah.
Charlton Heston carries the movie.
Hey, it sounds a lot better than The Greatest Showman. Let me just say,
it's a lot better than The Greatest Showman. Definitely.
Which I actually kind of like The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, that's a fine movie. It's a fine movie, but this is just totally different.
Yeah.
Real animals. You know who else is in it? Who I forgot was in it. I've only seen this movie once.
No idea.
James Stewart.
Oh, really? Wow.
You know why people forget he's in it?
Is he got like weird makeup or hair?
He's a clown.
He's a clown?
Never takes the makeup off the whole movie.
Yeah. I've got to see it.
You've got to see this.
I've got to see that.
It's honestly, the performance he gives is so good. I mean, it is so compelling, so interesting.
Oh my gosh!
Wow, I can't wait for you to see it.
I've got to see that.
Also
this
on the
is
27th,
The Greatest Chef.
Yeah, it is for sure. Also on the 27th, I watched Horizons West.
What? What is this?
This is an old western.
It's another Horizon movie.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to see this. This is about.
You've got to see this.
This is about 2 brothers.
Oh, okay. The Sisters Brothers.
Oh man, this is a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to even say anything else because I think you're gonna like this.
Okay.
It's just a really
interesting
Western
story.
It's a Western.
2 brothers.
They come back from the war.
Oh, okay.
And they gotta make their way.
Oh.
And you know the world's changed now. So what are they gonna do?
Cool.
And one of them's like, we should do this. The other one's like, I don't know.
Is it kind of like a Brothers Bloom thing or like a
little bit? little bit.
Like a sisters brothers thing?
A little bit.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything else.
Okay.
I want you to watch it.
When was it released?
1952.
Oh,
It's another one with Rock Hudson.
Sure.
It's really good. Bud Bedecker directed
Interesting.
it. 28th is the next one I have. Do you have anything else?
Attack of the Clones was my last one.
Your last one. Okay.
I wanted to watch Sinbad last night, but didn't get around to doing it.
Last one I watched was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Great.
The original from 1990.
Awesome. This is a great movie.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so well done.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, yet it gets dark and serious. It's emotional.
It's gonna get emotional.
Black and White made it so different because it hit harder.
Yeah.
Black and White, it tends to do this. It tends to really draw out the performances.
Sorry, when Raph is just laying in his tub with nothing to do.
And Leo's just sitting there beside him.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't know what to do.
We almost died.
Yeah.
Splinter's gonna die.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so intense, and it's just really well done. The guy who plays Casey Jones, too, he really stood out more to me this time.
For sure.
He's brilliant.
He's awesome.
He's perfect in that role. April's great.
Ninja Turtles is a really interesting... It has a really interesting tone because it's originally made as a parody comic.
Right.
It's a parody of Daredevil because Daredevil was doing Foot Clan. Or the Fist, the hand, or the fist, or whatever. Dumb ninja, urban ninja stuff.
Yeah.
And Ninja Turtles managed to be like, okay, we're going to take that silly, dumb idea, and we're gonna like amplify it.
Yeah.
Like, because now we're gonna
What's the silliest idea? He tried to come up with the silliest idea.
We're gonna
Teenage
have
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Right.
And, well, the original comics, they had guns.
Yeah, and the joke is we're gonna take this super serious.
Right. It's super dark.
It's these outlandish, crazy characters we're gonna take really seriously.
Right.
And when you adapt that kind of story to a movie,
well, we have to.
You have the cartoon, of course.
It became a cartoon.
It evolved.
It became
evolved
a
over time.
Silly thing.
Yeah.
But
that heart of the original comic is still in the movie.
The movie brings a lot of that out.
For sure.
It's still silly. It's still cowabunga. Still pizza-loving teenagers. But
it's about like gang violence, and it's like the Foot Clan is like really like kind of scary.
Right.
Shredder, his design is just so cool.
So cool.
Yeah, the turtles themselves, they're so well characterized.
The original comics are black and white.
Yeah, that's
which
true.
is why I think this works so well.
Yeah.
You got to watch it in black and white.
That's awesome.
Highly recommend it. So that's it, folks. That's it for April. Let us know your favorites.
Ironic that you ended April with
April O'Neil.
That's
it.
Ninja Turtles.
There you go.
That's funny.
With May, we got to end with Aunt May. We got to watch
Spider-Man again.
Let us know your favorite in the comment down below of all the movies we watched. What did you watch in April? Leave that list down below. We want to talk with you about all these movies. So much fun. Holy Week was really special for me this year. I tried to really create a list of movies that went along with the story of Christ and his death and resurrection. Mm-hmm. So that was a lot of fun. That was the highlight for the month for me. Did you have any major highlight for you? Was it Revenge of the Sith in theaters?
I gotta say, Companion was really interesting. I like watching new and original movies. I got to watch... Oh my gosh, I forgot one.
Oh.
Surprise pick.
Okay.
Surprise pick
out of the closet.
On the 13th, the same day I watched Prince of Egypt.
Oh.
I watched Trainspotting.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen Trainspotting?
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, you said it was really interesting, though.
This is a fascinating trip of a movie.
Right. Literally.
I mean, literally. It's about heroin addiction, but Ewan McGregor in a role I've never seen him in before. It's the most aggressively Scottish movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, right.
But fascinating movie.
Yeah.
I mean, so well directed, so well made.
That's great.
But yeah, kind of difficult to watch. I mean, it has a great bookend. The beginning and end of that movie are just like spot on perfect.
Right.
But yeah,
awesome.
Great. Little bonus.
There was a bonus movie. Thanks again. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified of all our videos. We're both on Letterboxd.
Yep.
That link is in the description. You can follow us there. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you next time right here on The Real World.